get your Raffaella, or your Amira Dime, or your Rose Monroe, or your Francesca Hermes, or your Vanessa Blue, get this freaking lawnmower Manscaped to make you looking beautiful and serene around that ball area. Make your balls look smooth. Head over to manscaped.com, use the code HHFH, and get 20% off with this item plus all the grooming items to make you look totally serene and make you look freaking tier 1 borderline chifoga. We ride. So I mean, yeah, he's guilty. Okay, he's been found guilty. Benzema has been found guilty, so that's the bad news. The good news is it's a suspended prison sentence, So, because again, like I've sort of heard about this stuff about suspended, but I want to just, check up fully what it meant. So really, I mean, in case guys don't know, a suspended prison sentence is where the court pretty much delays the order for you to go to prison, and it's sort of like a probationary period. So obviously we don't know what it is, but so for the period of a year, as long as Benzema doesn't go against the terms of the probationary period, then he won't go to prison. Now, if he goes against or he somehow upsets the terms of the probationary period, then I believe that homeboy could probably head over to jail, man. So, look, as I said again, look, he's been fined €75,000. So, it's like that's obviously the big thing is the suspended sentence. Like that amount is literally nothing for the dude. But when you just look at the story, I think it's really his friends that have been saying also, because I mean, everyone you heard about the whole sex tape thing, I was like, Benzema, how are you involved in this? And I do believe that his mates are the guys who really are going to get destroyed. So basically, his mates, so Axel Anjo, Mustafa Zouawi, Younes Houas, and Karim Zezenatsi, who I think is a childhood friend, were obviously found guilty. They received prison sentences which range from a conditional 18 months to an obligatory 2.5 years. So one of those guys is probably going to do 2.5 years, and I think it's probably going to be. So okay, let me just read this out to you. So the case involved a sexually explicit video. This is from ESPN. The case involved a sexually explicit video which prosecutors said Anjo discovered on Valbuena's mobile phone after he had been asked to transfer its contents to a new device. Anjo and the third defendant, Zouawi, tried to use the video to extort money from Valbuena. So I think those two, are the guys who've received 2.5 years, who was then playing for Lyon and France. They enlisted another defendant who was, before eventually turning to Zenatsi, a childhood friend of Benzema, who prosecutors said recruited the forward as a middleman. So I think because he wasn't really directly involved in the, I call it white mail, because he wasn't directly involved in the white mail of Valbuena, I was acted as a middleman. You were indirectly involved, so hence the suspended sentence. Valbuena contacted the police, who began a sting operation. So Benzema spoke to Valbuena about the video at a France training camp in October 2015. Benzema denied any wrongdoing, saying he was trying to help resolve the situation and warning his teammates to be careful, describing the white mailers as serious criminals. However, police, prosecutors, and the courts interpreted Benzema's offer of assistance as abetting the white mail scheme. So I mean, yeah, he's guilty. Because is there any way you can find that he wasn't guilty? Because my thing is, what Benzema should have done is you go to the police. By him talking directly to Valbuena and saying, hey man, look, I'm his middleman, I'm just trying to resolve this whole thing. That's how you're guilty. Now, you're guilty enough to where it's a suspended sentence, but you're not going to go to jail. Because what if he had found out about this and be like, oh, now you go to the police and so forth, then he's cool. The fact that he didn't go to the police and was trying to just walk with Valbuena 1v1, boom. And I think the reason why he didn't go there is because he's one of those guys is his childhood friend. So, and Benzema's the kind of guy that, look, man, if I go way, way, way back with you, I go way back with you, man. So, yeah, look, it is what it is. I mean, for those guys, I mean, it's wild. Look, it's not wild. It's life. Valbuena is a rich guy. You have something in your possession. If you use it, bro, whitemail them and trying to see whether you can get some cash. Now, maybe they could have tried better tactics and so forth. Because I think for Valbuena, he knew that, okay, like, I'm not going to be... Like, the information obviously wasn't enough for Valbuena to be like, all right, I'll give you anything you want. Because it's similar to what happened with Kevin Hart. And Kevin Hart's like, nah, man, you ain't going to... Even if that was actually quite because it could have ruined his marriage. But Kevin was like, nah, you ain't going to whitemail me, bro. But yeah, look, as I said again, because I was worried because I thought that Benzema could actually go to prison for this, which would have been just horrible, specifically just before the World Cup. But also, this is cool. As long as he be a good boy, does his eyes, crosses his T's, he'll be alright, man. But craziness, man. But yeah, guys, like the video, subscribe. Kareem is a free man, somewhat.